Hi guys, how are you doing? 7:15 at night and I've just got in. It's been a very hot, busy, manic day today. So I'm just going to do this off the fly. We're going to go for some April lawn care tips. Now the way I see it, it's all systems go now. Everything's up and running. Still just got to have a little bit of awareness that the fact that we could get some more cold weather, potentially frosts. As we progress, it's more and more unlikely, but just to be aware if you're thinking of doing any seeding. I've done a few seeding jobs this week already, so I'm crossing my fingers that we don't get any really bad frosts, which will affect it once they've started to germinate. So what are the lawn care tips? Well, just the general lawn care tips really. Mow regular, mow high. Okay, don't mow too short. When you mow it too short, the grass becomes weaker, and when the grass is weaker, it struggles, especially in heat and extremes and things like that, and it struggles against disease, grubs, all sorts of things. So mow high, mow regular. Start to water if it needs watering. You want 2 or 3 days of no rain and hot weather and get some water on your lawn. It's good to water once or twice a week deeply as opposed to every single day. And it's better to water in the morning than on an evening, because on an evening if you put your lawn to bed wet, there's a chance you're going to encourage fungal activity. Okay, that's my phone. So yeah, just mow regular. You've already done the assessments on your lawn with the last few videos that I've shown you. Basically, if you think it needs scarifying, if there's a bit of moss in there, if there's a bit of thatch, it's a bit spongy underfoot, get a scarifier or a scarifying rake or a lawn raker and go over your lawn several times until you can just see some soil and you're cutting some grooves into the soil. Once you reach that level, put your scarifier away and get water in your lawn to help it recover. It's going to take between 4 and 6 weeks depending on how much you water. Again, keep that blade of grass high, let it grow, get some fertiliser on and get it going again. If the ground is hard and compacted or on clay, get the aerator out, punch some holes in the ground. If you haven't got an aerator, you can get manual aerators now. There's several of them about. You can even use a garden fork, which is not perfect, but it is better than not doing it. So scarifying, aerating, any thin parts of your lawn, chuck a bit of seed on where you've scarified so you've got that soil exposed. Chuck some seeds on, put a bit of top dressing on, a bit of compost, just make some piles, rake it about and use the back of a rake to make it all move down and work down to the soil surface. At that point then what you want to do is press the seed in, and you do that with a roller or your feet just walking over the lawn. That is it. That is it. Everything else is just common sense. Make sure you've got a nice decent sharp mower. If your dog's coming out and doing a wee on the lawn, get some water on it straight away. Just be aware for grubs and things like that. You may see them in the morning. If you get plenty of water on your lawn, you may see the grubs on the lawn in the morning, in which case you need to get the grubs up and off. So what you can do with the grubs, you can get some nematodes down, or you can get some turf solve and put some turf solve down and apply it once, 3 days later, and then once a month. Other than that, there's not much else to think about at this time of the year. If you are doing stuff with your lawn at this time, drop a comment below, ask me a question and I'll type an answer. All I'm doing, I've got my phone, it pops up on my phone, and I sit here, I take a couple of minutes with every person that comments and I'll leave you a little comment. If I can help, I will. So onwards and upwards, keep mowing high. If you've got anything with seaweed in, humic acid in, get that on because it does it the world of good. As we get into hotter weather, you might want to think about getting some wetting agents on, especially if you're on sandy soil, and that'll just hold that water around the roots to stop it from draining through so fast. Guys, see you on the next video.